So we got some counselors. We sat them down and we said, hey, here's a few questions that we want to answer, that we want you to answer for the kids, okay? Because we want them to get to know you, right? And so what we're doing for you guys, we for you, us for you, we changed the questions around.
What?
Yeah, we did it. You were there. I don't know why you're so surprised. I'm working with him still.
So, I was a part of it from the beginning and I'm still shocked.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Nuts.
Yeah. So, just check out what happens. It'll be good.
Oh man. Okay, let's jump right in with the first interviewee, shall we? I'm going to bake you a cake. What would you like this cake that I'm going to bake you to look like?
Bake a cake.
It would be colorless. It'd actually be invisible. You couldn't see it. But it would, in my eyes, it'd be kind of like a tiger shape, tiger look, but you couldn't see it, so you wouldn't know anyways.
If you could rid the world of just one thing, anything, but only one thing, like one thing, what would it be?
Definitely grapes.
Okay. Who is the president of Ukraine?
I'd say Obama.
You do not keep up with current events.
No, he didn't watch the news.
Not really, actually.
Okay, so I heard some really bad news about Billy Graham. Do you know what happened to him?
They're dead.
Man, what happened?
Smoked all them cigarettes and got shot.
Where? Well, now that he's gone, if you could have, anything of his, what would it be?
2 front teeth.
Hi, Megan, you're my sister.
Hello!
That's
Special. Okay, so Megan, in the Old Testament, Daniel prophesied the abomination of desolation during the end times. What are your thoughts on pre-Christian era eschatology as it relates to paedo-communion? Because in the middle of time, there seems to be a lot of silence on that issue. What do you think happens in between eons?
Catalogs are my favorite.
apparently that question was just too simple for her.
Okay, if you could modify your physical appearance in any way permanently, what would you do?
A very long neck like a giraffe and 2 antlers.
Speaking of marriage, which president would you go back in time to marry?
George Washington.
Okay, you are aware that he had wooden teeth, right?
Chop, and the cherry tree went plop, plop, plop.
Describe Alec Brenchley in a kiddie pool.
Why does it smell, Alec?
So, Mariah, when you were a child at Christmas time, did your family have any unique traditions you'd like to share with us?
When I was little, my siblings, they used to set me downstairs in a bucket to see if it would work, even if you could like slide down, because we used to do like the bucket lids, you know, like you slide down the stairs. Except our stair thing, it was like door, wall, wall, stairs, wall, wall. And does that make sense? And like the bucket was like rolling over, and then I slammed my head into the wall, like wall, 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 door, that wall. I slammed my head into it, and then they started laughing.
Did you get a boo-boo?
Where's your owie?
Ouchie.
Any other owies?
So Mariah, you know, Tommy's been one to talk a lot when he preaches. He doesn't really stop ever. So what really would help you better dial into his preaching and do his sermons?
Swear words.
Hey, Trent.
Trenny.
Hey, Trent.
Trento.
Look at him in his little tank top.
Cute little wife beater.
Cute little guy. Hey, what do you smell like most days?
Like moldy. Yeah, kind of like a moldy dirt kind of smell.
What animal does that smell most like?
Koala with orange polka dots.
If you could legally change your name to something else, what would it be?
Fluffy white goodness.
Trent, why don't you explain for us the origin of your family, or really how it all got started?
How did the Rudkin clan begin?
It was a bunch of losers that got together and they made up a fantasy land because they couldn't deal with reality.
Hey, Trent, what is that?
Kyle, you know, thanks for sitting down and doing this interview.
How are you?
Wow. gonna shoot straight with you, man. You look pretty rough. You look like you're homeless. Where have you been living lately?
Pretty much any dorm room here, or just any room.
So why did you drop out of college?
I just failed 2 questions in a row.
If you got tired of your life as a homeless mountain man and wanted to like maybe like move into an apartment and get a roommate, what would that roommate be like?
I think it would be rather large, big spike on its head, shoot out a little bit of fire. Probably have like pink feet, and it would fly.
Sorry to break it to you, but that guy, he just doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. That is in your imagination.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Plus, you might be on drugs.
You might possibly be on drugs right now.
I know. You know, we're sorry for that drug comment. We're sure you're quite normal. We are.
All right. Okay.
What did your family used to eat for Thanksgiving?
Bird, lion, and eagle. Well, that's 2 things. Of course, I think.
You mentioned eagle. How exactly does somebody go about hunting an eagle? What kind of stuff do you need to bring along on the hunt?
A knife, a rope, compass, and steel wool, battery, and combo.
I'm assuming you're unmarried right now.
Right. So you are going to propose one day. How do you imagine your proposal will go down? Describe that for us.
Have to get this ring to this other place, and you have to get it there, and people are trying to kill you. Other people are trying to steal the ring, and then you have all this different peril and everything, and in the end, they win.
So what are you gonna do after you propose?
Chomp, 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 eat food.
What's your favorite animal?
Raccoon.
Okay, so back to the wife thing. Would you ever consider marrying Megan Hoke?
Well, I don't really want to die. I want to be swept up in a whirlwind.
Of romance. What does your prospective household look like?
Which is your favorite Jonas brother?
I don't know.
Really, what's his name?
No.
No, definitely not. If his name's not George, would you still marry him?
No. What kind of question is that?
Would you just marry anyone named George?
Probably, yeah.
What do you hope your kids would look like after you married this George and had the children?
Furry, but not like really gross furry. It'd be like a medium kind of furry.
Okay.
So Maddie, what is your favorite hobby?
Probably what's appropriate for Daniel.